Today, for second grade, we are going to start practicing using coins. Today's coins are going to be pennies and dimes. Here's our picture of a penny, and here's a picture of a dime. Now, as we go throughout the year, we are going to be learning about more kinds of coins. But for today, our main focus is just going to be on pennies and dimes. Before we start adding with pennies and dimes, let's first discuss what we know about these two coins. Let's start over here. This coin is our dime. The dime is worth 10 cents. This coin is a penny. You've probably seen many different pennies throughout your life, and a penny is only worth 1 cent. So I would need 10 pennies to equal 1 dime. In real coins, the dime is actually a little bit smaller than the penny, even though it is worth more. When we do math, we're going to draw the coins. But when I say draw, that doesn't mean drawing these faces and bodies on the coins. When I draw a dime, I'm going to draw a circle with a 10 in the middle. And when I draw a penny, I'm going to draw a circle with a 1 in the middle. That will represent how much each coin is worth. Start by practicing making different amounts of money using dimes and pennies. Here is our first amount. We're going to make 56 cents using dimes and pennies. I'm going to put a little reminder up on my corner here. I know that dimes are worth 10 and pennies are worth 1. Now, when we count our coins to make a certain money amount, we always want to start by using the biggest coin. Now, I don't mean biggest in size, I mean biggest in amount. Just like when we represented numbers, we always did the hundreds first, then the tens, then the ones, because the hundreds were the biggest. So today, since we're only using tens and ones, we're going to start with the dimes. Let's count and see how many we can get in 56. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. Now I stop at 50 because I have 5 tens. Now I can go to my pennies. 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56. Did you notice how I organized all of my coins? I put all the dimes on the top and all the pennies on the bottom. You don't have to always put them at the top. Some people like to put the dimes on the left and then the pennies on the right, but we do want to keep them all together. We don't want to go like this: 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56. Do you see how messy that is and how difficult that would be for your teacher or for you to read? So we want to keep them together. We want to put all of the tens together and all of the ones together. Let's try another amount, 83 cents. We're going to use our dimes and our pennies once again. Let's start with our dimes. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80. Notice that I organized them. 5 on the top, 3 on the bottom. I have 80, 81, 82, 83. There is my 83 cents. Now remember, I know that there are other coins, and you might say, well, I could use different coins and make it a different way. And that is wonderful. And we will be doing that in second grade. But just for today, we're only going to be using dimes and pennies. Ooh, this is a new one, second grade. In this problem, I need to represent $1.24. Now, for the first part, let's focus on our dollar. Here is a picture of $1. I'm sure you've seen one before. We know that $1 is in a dollar bill. It's not a coin, it is a piece of paper. It's special paper though, not like the paper that we write on at school. So we can call this a dollar bill. This dollar, we would write $1 just like this, $1. Or it's also the same as 100 cents. If I had 100 pennies, I would have a dollar. It's much easier, though, to carry around $1 than 100 pennies. I think we can all agree on that. Now, when we draw a dollar, just like we've been drawing our coins, here's what we're going to do. We're going to draw a rectangle, just like the shape of the dollar, and inside, I'm going to write $1. This will be how I represent that in my drawings. Now, let's go back to our amount here. I'm drawing $1.24. I'm going to start with my dollar because the dollar is the biggest. So here's $1. Now I need to go to 24 cents. So I'm using my tens and ones. Let's start counting. 10, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. So here we have $1.24. Please make sure you're practicing these coins at home. If you haven't practiced them recently, it's always a good idea to brush up on some of our skills with adding with pennies and dimes. The next part of our lesson today, we are going to practice adding different money amounts. Now, this may look a little bit confusing, but it's just like when we started adding two-digit numbers. So I'm going to pretend that I am going to the grocery store. And at the grocery store, I need to buy corn and raspberries. And my question is, how much money will the corn and raspberries cost me all together? Now, I could draw out a bunch of coins and do 56 cents and 99 cents, but there's a much easier way. Watch what I can do. I know that corn is 56 cents, and I know that raspberries are 99 cents. So I can just set it up just like an addition problem. I can pull my cent sign right down to the bottom, and then just like I have been doing, I can add 56 plus 99. I always start with my ones. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Did I get a new 10? Yes, I did. The new 10 goes at the top. The 5 ones go to the bottom. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 again. So when I add those two items up, the corn and the raspberries would cost me 155 cents. Or I can write that using dollars and cents. Do you remember on the last slide, friends, how many cents were in a dollar? 100 cents were in a dollar. So I have 155 cents. That means I have $1.55. Both of these ways are correct. I can write it in cents or in dollars. But the great thing is that I can write it in an up and down vertical equation, just like we have been practicing in class.